Okay, first things first. My apologies to anybody that got to yesterday's thesis assignment earlier in the day. If you got confused because there wasn't a doc there for you to copy, that was my fault. I forgot to attach the doc that I asked you to copy to the assignment. I fixed it as soon as I was made aware of my mistake. Hopefully it didn't throw anybody off, but sorry. All right, so this is it. We're all set to get going on writing the argumentative persuasive essay on whether or not the internet has a negative impact on our thinking. Let's take a look at the resources that I've made available to you so you can do a great job on this. Okay, first, so we got the Google Doc versions of all 4 texts. That's in Schoology. Those are the ones that we've worked with already, but they're still there if you need them. I also put in there, it's called 2020 Argumentative Checklist. What this is a Google Doc that runs through everything that needs to be in every single paragraph. You could use it as a checklist. You can use it as an outline. Some people like to construct their essay right on that doc. And you're welcome to. You could just fill in piece by piece and then, just get rid of the writing that I had there. You can do it below, whatever works for you. That's fine with me. If you prefer to work on a fresh, clean Google Doc, you could totally do that too. But that's a good resource that you really ought to check out. And in Schoology, there's a spot where you'll submit your essay, and you'll be submitting it in pieces. There's a place for you to copy and paste your intro, your first body paragraph, your second body paragraph, and then I'm going to ask you to submit your counterclaim and rebuttal and conclusion paragraphs in the last part. Quick reminder, don't do the writing in Schoology. Do it in Google Docs because Schoology can do a pretty lousy job of saving your work. If you take a look at the 2020 Argumentative Checklist, there's some helpful tips that I put in red. And in green, I tell you where we've done some of this work already. So you could save yourself a lot of time and headache by just going back to those assignments that you've already done. If for whatever reason you're having trouble finding those assignments, I think there's some things I can do to help you. So if you're having trouble finding your previous work, you let me know. I got some ideas to help you. Now, in terms of a due date, we're going to make this due before we take off from here for winter break. I'm not going to schedule anything else from here until winter break. It is just the essay. Yeah, I'll still be doing the daily Zooms, and yeah, we still want you to come to those. It might be helpful if I have announcements, changes, words of advice, those kinds of things. So make sure you're still coming to those. Don't worry, I'll keep all those Zoom meetings real short so you'll have the maximum amount of time during class to get that writing done. And you might be wondering, well, what happens if we have a snow day in terms of the due date? If we end up having a snow day, I don't want to move the due date. Can you imagine how awful it would be to come back after winter break and the first thing that I have you do is, all right, let's go finish up an essay that we may have not looked at in like a week and a half, and everything about it screams bad idea. So we're just going to keep the same due date. And with that, I think you're pretty much good to go. But what I'm not saying is, well, I've done all I can. Now you're on your own. Nope. If you need help with this, messaging, the Zoom chat, asking in person, they're all available. One quick plug coming soon is something I'm calling the Quarter 1 Fix-It folder. If Quarter 1 did not go the way you want it to go, this is kind of what I'm doing for credit recovery. I'm in the process of putting it together, so keep an eye out on Schoology. And again, that's just for if people had some real problems with Quarter 1 and they're looking to see what they can do to fix things up. All right, so I think that's pretty much it. I think we're good to go. If your brain has a lawyer mode, switch that on. Switch that on, because it's kind of what you're doing here with your persuasive argumentative essay. You're proving your argument. You're destroying the other argument. You're keeping in mind ethos, pathos, and logos. All that stuff we've been working on for the past few weeks is going to help you out. Okay, so you know where I work if you need me. This is due before we're out of here for winter break. Let's get writing.